Okay, let's do my name is William. Okay. Today we're reading the part of the Bible, Ezekiel Chapter 32. Okay. And it came to pass in the 12th year, in the 12th month, in the first day of the month, and that the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, take up the lamentation of the Pharaoh king of Egypt, and send to him. Thou art like a young lion of the nations, and thou art the whale of the areas. Thou camest forth with thy rivers, and troublest the waters with thy feet, and boundest their rivers. Thus saith the Lord God, I will therefore spread out my net over thee with a company of many people, and they shall bring thee up in my net. And I will leave thee upon the land. I will cast thee forth upon the open field, and will cause the fowls of them to remain upon thee, and I will fill the beasts of the earth with thee. I will lay thy flesh upon the mountains, and fill the valleys with thy height. I will fill the water in thy blood in the land where thou swimmest, even into the mountains, even where the rivers shall be full of thee. And when I shall put thee out, and I will cover the heaven, and make the stars thereof dark, and I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. And all the bring lights of heaven I'll make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, saith the Lord God. I will also vex the hearts of many people, and I shall bring thy destruction among the nations, into the countries which thou hast not known. Yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, at their kings, to be afraid of thee, and they shall grimace my sword before them. And they shall tremble at every moment, and every man of it for his own life, and the day they shall fall. Thus saith the Lord God, and the sword of the king of Babylon shall come to thee. By the swords of the mighty I cause the multitude to fail, the trouble of the nations, all of them. And they shall spoil pomp of Egypt, and all the multitude thereof, they shall be destroyed. I will destroy all the beasts thereof, and beside the great waters. Neither shall the foot of man trouble them any more, nor the hoofs of the beasts trouble them. And I will make their waters deep, and cause their rivers to run like oil, saith the Lord God. When I shall make the land of Egypt desolate, and the country destitute, and the whereof it was full, and I shall smite all that dwell therein, they shall know that I am the Lord, and the lamentation thereof, wherewith and lament her, and the daughters of the nations lament her, and they shall lament of her, even for Egypt, and all for her multitude, saith the Lord God. And it came to pass in the 12th year, in the 15th day of the month, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, wail for the multitude of Egypt, and cast them down, even her, and the daughters of the famous nations, even unto the nether parts of the earth. Let them go down to the pit, and who dost thou pass in beauty, go down, and be thou laid with the uncircumcised. And they shall fall in the midst of them, and they are slain by the sword, and she is delivered to the sword, and draw her in their multitudes. They are strong among the mighty, shall speak them out of the midst of hell, and with them that help them, and they are go down, they lie uncircumcised, and slain by the sword. Ashur is more of all of her company. She gaves are about him, and all of them slain, fall by the sword, whose graves are set in the sides of the pit, and her company is round about her grave, and all of them that slain fall by the sword, which caused terror in the land of the living. There is Elam and the multitude round about her grave, all of them the slain by the sword, which are going down uncircumcised, the nether parts of the earth, which caused their terror in the land of the living, and they had done borne their shame, and go down to the pit. And he has said that her bed in the midst, he has slain of her multitude of graves around about them, all of them uncircumcised, slain by the sword, and the terror was caused in the land of the living. Yet they have borne their shame with them, and I go down to the pit, and the midst of them that be slain. There's Mitches, Meshach, Tubal, and the multitude of her graves around about him, all of them uncircumcised, slain by the sword, and they cause their terror in the land of the living. And they shall not lie with the mighty, and they are fallen from the uncircumcised, who are going down to hell, and the weapons of war. And they have laid their swords under their heads by their iniquities, they shall be upon their bones. They are with the terror of the mighty of the land of the living. Yeah, thou shalt be broken in the midst of the uncircumcised. They shall lie by the slain of the sword. There is Edom, her kings and princes, with their might her laid by them were slain by the sword, and they shall lie. With the uncircumcised, they shall go down to the pit. For the princes of the north, all of them, and all the Zidonians, which are gone down by the slain, with their terror, they're ashamed, with their might, and their lie uncircumcised, with the be slain by the sword, and the bear with their shame with them, that go down to the pit. Pharaoh shall see them, and shall be comforted of all of his multitude, even Pharaoh with his army, say with the sword, say the Lord God, I have caused my terror in the land of the living, and he shall be by laid in the midst of the uncircumcised with them, that are slain by the sword, even Pharaoh, and all his multitude, say the Lord God. Okay, it's in Ezekiel Chapter 32. Okay, next we need Ezekiel Chapter 33. Okay. Okay, and you have to go right now. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.